Hello guys, Coach Plays here. So today I'm going to be doing my 200 subscribers special video part 1. I'm going to be showing you my OBS recording settings, and I'm going to be showing you my Sony Vegas 14 render settings. So yeah, let's hop right into it. Okay, so once you get into OBS, you're going to want to go into settings, and then general and stream don't matter, so you can go to output. And I'm not going to be showing you my streaming settings since I don't really stream much anyways anymore. But yeah, so it's not going to be gray like this for you guys, but it's only gray like this because I'm recording. So you're going to want to go advanced for your output mode, and then type standard recording path. You can change that to whatever you like prefer. And then recording format, the default should be FLV, but you want to change it to MP4. And then audio track, I have a custom settings for my audio track, so I have 1, 2, 3 selected. And then encoder, I have NVENC H.264 selected, since I utilize my graphics card instead of my processor, because I feel like I get higher frames when I do this. But you can, if you have a really beefy processor, you can change it back to the default, or leave it as the default codec. And then the rescale output, you just leave this unchecked, and then I don't have anything there. And then rate control, not that as CBR, bitrate 80,000, and then leave all this as default except for this high quality, and then I think this is default, the rest is default. But yeah, so once you do that, go to audio. I don't really change anything in there. And then audio here, just change it to your default device that you use for each of the categories. And then video, you want to have your base canvas resolution as 1920 by 1080p, and then output 1920 by 1080. And then you could record in 720p, but just make sure your in-game resolution is 720p, or it's going to look really weird when you fully render it out. And then downscale filter, you want to have that as bilinear, fastest but blurry of scaling. That's how I get like kind of like the blurry parts of my videos. But yeah. And then the fractional, you want to change this to fractional FPS value. It should be common FPS value by default. But if you want to record with 240 FPS, you're going to want to change to this setting, and then put the numerator as 240 and the denominator as 1. But for HCF, I'd recommend recording in 120 FPS, as you probably won't get 240 FPS most of the time. Just make sure you get more than 240 FPS while recording if you're going to use this. And then hotkeys, set up those whatever you want. Then advanced, process priority is high, and then the rest is just default. So yep, those are basically my settings, and you can copy these audio settings down if you want. But yep, so yep, see you in the next clip when I show you my Sony Vegas render settings. Okay, so when you get into Sony Vegas, you're going to be here, and when you go into your project properties, this is going to say 120 FPS, but it changes to 240 FPS once you add your clip in. So like say we go here, we open a clip, and then we can choose one. Let's just choose this for now. Let's add that in, and then you want to hit yes for that. And then here's just my different audio tracks right here. So you're going to wait for it to load in. Shouldn't take that long. Just wait for that to load. But yeah, once that loaded, see, as you can see here, 240 right there. So when you go here, it'll say 240 FPS, but the thing is, if you change anything here, it's going to go back to 120 FPS. This should be off, since I don't know why that was at that. Probably was just testing out some settings, but yeah, just copy these settings, pause the video, but I'm going to carry on, and I'll show you that it changes to 120 FPS if you hit OK. So when you're doing anything here, you want to hit cancel to keep the 240 FPS, but if you hit OK, see, it'll go back to 120 FPS. But yeah, once you do that, just do that, and then file, render as, and then I use Windows Media Video V11 WMV. So this is how you get the VP9 in your videos right here. So customize template. The audio CBR, just copy that right there, and then video, the mode CBR. Then this side I got my 1440p, and then you can either do 60 FPS or 30 FPS. Just change whatever you prefer. And then yep, just do that. Then so if you're recording in 720p, you want to put the video smoothness to anywhere from 90 to 100. And then if you're recording in 1080p like I do, you want to put the video smoothness to anywhere from 0 to 10. So I normally keep it at 10 because that looks good. And then the bit rate, you want to have this at 67.72 million. Don't ask me why it's like that. It's just I watched this guy's video, and he said this was like a good bit rate to have for your Minecraft videos. But yeah, and then the video rendering quality, obviously you're gonna have it as best, and then use project settings and then default. But yeah, so once you have that, you can just hit render and you're good to go. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys like find use to these settings. And yep, but yeah, so leave a like if you like these settings, and also be sure to comment down below if you guys are excited and want to see my part 2 of my 200 subscriber special. But yeah, see you guys in the next video.